the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Detroit Lions. On one sideline, the head coach of the Steelers. These guys coming in with a little momentum after last week's win, which is not something they've experienced much this season. Running the show across the field, that's the head coach of the Lions. These guys mired in a losing streak, hoping a trip home is going to help them snap out of it. Everybody, Kate Scott, Brock Heward on the call. That is punter Jack Fox with the honors here. And here we go from the Motor City. He dodged the tackle. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. They're led out by the former first-round pick in 2017 from Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuffed in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. We'll need to pause now after our first play. One of the D linemen injured on it, and medical staff out now to look at him. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Come on. Ready?
We've got a man in motion. Play action. It's Watson. And the Lions are there to bring him down. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Okay, break.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
Get it.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that brings up 4th and long. And flipping through, Brock, that certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
He has it at the 22. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. Leading them out, he's got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. I'm curious if he cranks up that aggressive knock today.
And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And the Lions have a first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
180.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
180. Cut.
This is Gibbs on second down. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that is good for Detroit first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
20. Turbo.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. Give him 5 on that play. as he gets him inside the red zone.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some clock, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
The gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Off now on 3rd down. Screen here for Gibbs. Play not developing as they hope, so that's a loss of yardage. Brock, 4th down coming up.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs. Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Watson. It's complete to Tillman outright. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great throw, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop the hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
2nd down now, they need 7. Shotgun handoff to Warren. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if we see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
About set. This is 3rd and 5.
60 back.
Play action now. Here's Watson. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. I love the courage they had to try it. But it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. The Steelers set to punt it. Ryan Stonehouse will kick it away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. All my fancy things, my trip, my cars, my clothes, my shoes. Don't really mean nothing, I ain't changing. You should know way more than you hate. Oh, you mad? I thought that you were.
Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun. Gone. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Hey, we got to switch it up.
Here's a counter give to Gibbs. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They start out with a 3rd and 6. They'll air it out on 3rd. And Steel Curtain just too much. He's taken down. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack. The Lions readying for the punt. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet. Okay, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here's Watson to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4. Hands in the nickel. This is 3rd down. Watson to sneak. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And we continue to await our opening score of this ballgame.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. By this point, partner, they are through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Got to find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock it behind the sticks. Job well done there.
These last 2 snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here, who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
Goff now, 3rd and long. Underneath, it's Gibbs. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Trying an inside give to Ward. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Taken down by the first time All-Pro. That was Kirby Joseph.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
We are still scoreless in this one as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from Ford Field on its way. Second and 3 now. Working from the gun, Watson. Short pass brought in. He's almost to the markers. His effort takes it to the 40. 3rd down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. We'll go with a design keeper. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
What's that saying, Kate, about discretion? Discretion is the better part of valor. Well, decision-making for quarterbacks is so critical. In that time, excellent discretion. Protect yourself, get the first down, and live to play another day.
Ready, go! Viking 18!
First and 10. It's Watson. Kicks on the crosser. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Steelers have a first down.
You know, Kate, we'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get some late points and the lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Chris Boswell for the point after. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Now Boswell on to send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. With the time remaining, let's see if they can get this into field goal range. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
We go tonight! 180! What's that?
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. This is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That's stopped made by T.J. Watt. First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. He'll throw it. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Steelers get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Here's the final play of our first half.
Here we go, set! Hawk 70!
Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. Well, as we all know, halves can't end on a defensive penalty. So now we get an untimed down.
A 55-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott
Our look
Hansen.
around the NFL starts now. In the Pacific Northwest, the Seahawks at home to take on the Rams in the NFC West. And it's the rookie from Alabama, Jalen Milroe. Hey, this NFL thing is not so difficult, apparently. One of 3 touchdown passes for him in the ball game. The Seahawks
This return starts at the 5. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10.
Tonight! What's that?
A give to Gibbs to start the 3rd. They'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Another one for Gibbs. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. And that play right there, Brock, is this game in a nutshell. No points, but plenty of struggles.
What did the late, great John Wooden used to say? Never confuse activity for achievement. We have not seen much achievement today.
120. Turbo.
Off to the air now. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Steelers get the football back with great field position. There's the 36. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Warren running between the tackles. And he's going to be down within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. That's 16 on the pickup. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10.
They'll go again with Warren. So call it a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. Got a nice little gain on the ground.
Ready.
To throw. Here's Watson. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him.
Come on.
3rd and short. It's Watson. From the pocket, and down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Boswell able to knock it through. And that will add to their score.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the track. And the kicker gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Return starts at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be stopped around the 37. Give him 13 on that play. And the Lions have a 1st down. We've set it downs from the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Gotta be rush hour, Kate. There's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlocks, and he can only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Gall. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Big play pushes them beyond midfield. At the 20. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get the lead some in the 3rd. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's down to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
shot. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Hardy on the return. Showing a little burst so far. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 30. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. The touchdown dropped this back to a one-possession game, so they're hoping to get some breathing room right back here. Here's Watson, 1st and 10. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
On 2nd down, Warren. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Warren once more. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Steelers 1st down. A gain of 12. And the Steelers
They run with Warren. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
The tackle man back at the 48-yard line.
Okay, break.
We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's the Steelers with the ball. They are leading, but not by a lot. Offense to the line. 2nd down. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. It's a screen play to Warren. Crosses the 35. Still got more room. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out.
Gain of 19 yards.
A new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard
Now
line.
Warren. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7 in 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Now Watson on the play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Caught by Freiermuth. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
It's a gain of
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's in for the touchdown. The Steelers stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores. It makes the comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line. What we say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
Dortch now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Lions offense returning to the field. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1.
Like 20.
Goff on 1st and 10. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
On 2nd and 10. Goff. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. New set of downs for him from the 31.
We go tonight. 180. What's that?
Running it after the penalty. Makes a tackle. He's still going. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they hold him down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Detroit Lions, first down.
A first down carry for Pacheco. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field. Goff getting his guys to the line quick.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second
down run by Pacheco. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Lions
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Cut. 180. What's that?
From the gun, Goff. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. So they're left facing third and long.
What?
To the air on third and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Fry getting it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long.
It's now fourth down.
We go. 180. What?
Desperation time here. Big strike here to Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Detroit Lions.
Gibbs now from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
We go.
Goff setting to throw. Screen here for Gibbs. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first. It's crunch time now, baby. 2-score game, just 2 timeouts, plus, of course, that 2-minute warning.
18-yard line.
From the red zone now. That's caught at the 4! And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
That's another Detroit Lions.
Shotgun snap here to go. To the end zone, but incomplete. He couldn't get it. That's going to set up second and goal.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes second and goal.
We go tonight. 180.
They're going to throw again. Goff. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions now within 1 score in the fourth. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
And it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
Again, Goff. And that one falls incomplete. There's a flag down, but the offense still headed off, so assuming this one's on them. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty.
Jack Fox.
Detroit calls timeout. It's second. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. So just before the 2-minute warning, they're going to try to get it back with this onside kick. And this is recovered by the Steeler hands team.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Steelers offense headed out. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. All right, one more. Before the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10. It's Watson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Steelers up by 8. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Warren here from the gun. It's going to be a win for the Steelers. He gets him the first, and they can run this clock out.
Ooh, I like that. I really like it with those sticks. You keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Come on.
A give here to Warren. They're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Steelers have a first down. The timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now.
First down, Steelers.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. There's a design run. Down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't...
Chill, right on my side is my ego becomes a funky child with some words on my tongue. Feel like take a breath and my mouth gets loose. So while I scatter my spit, I dream of juice. How you rebel out in the dark hallway. This way, I guess I made your day. I say, play a track from your record collection. It's your mix, congratulations. Change a lot of names, some. Know that we have always been down. If I ever didn't thank you, then just let me
time is precious. I look